Hello everyone, welcome back to fourth episode of this beautiful Taekook FF, twins FF actually. So I hope you will love this episode and thanks a lot for your support and without any delay, let's start it. Possible trigger warning. Thanks POV, I'm going to kill myself. I have been thinking about it off and on from the time I came out of my coma. I was walking back and forth between trying to live with how disgusting I am or killing myself, and I have decided I'm going to kill myself. I know I'll never be able to tell V what happened. Every time he tried to ask me to tell him what happened, that night he seemed angry and cold. He was angry at me, I'm sure about it. It's like he knew what happened to me and he was angry. I let it happen. Even so, I tried to push through it and tell him, but whenever I tried, the word got stuck in my throat. I'm always surrounded by my brothers, but I am feeling so alone. Yes, I love them and want them to be happy, but they are always worried for me. They don't know what I'm going through, and I can't tell them that, but then I hate myself for hating them. Being worried for me because it's not my fault. They don't know I'm pathetic. Why can't they? Why can't they just know without me saying? What happened to twins telepathy? The brotherhood bond? I thought about writing everything that happens in a letter and giving it to them, but I don't want them to know. They will know. They will know how broken I am. They will see me in a different way. Maybe they will love less me. Not wanting a flaky, broken brother who lets himself get hurt. It would kill me. It would kill me for them to see me differently. See the pity in their eyes. No, I can't tell them, but I need to tell them, let them know to help me. But then they will pity me, and I don't want that. I'm so confused. My brain hurts every time I think about telling them. Thought about going to a therapist, but last time when I went for the first few weeks, I was sat there saying absolutely nothing, but silent and willing to ground to open and swell me. Then we asked me if he could come with me and just sit next to me during a session. I felt way more comfortable with him there and finally started talking to the therapist. We went with me to my therapist session for a week and then I was able to go on my way. But this time I wouldn't have Bree with me to help me get comfortable with the therapist. I am all alone. I know it's my fault that I am alone and that hurts even more. I'm pathetic. Tears streamed down my face as I sat at the desk in front my room and I started writing the letter. I'm so sorry. I tried to take my life that night, but I can't. I stopped writing. Should I tell them what happened? I guess I should. They can understand my decision. It might give them closure, so I started writing again. The night I got into the horrible situation, Hansi and three of his friends forced me. My hands started shaking as my mind immediately bombarded with images of that night. I rushed to my in. I rushed to my in suit bathroom, hurling to the contents of my stomach into the toilet. I really can't do this anymore. I need this pain to end. I clean up, brush my teeth, and return to the table. I take a calm breathing and continue. I thought about telling you everything, Holmes, but I couldn't. I just couldn't get the words out of my mouth. I'm really sorry. It's just too much. I can't stop thinking about it. It haunted me, my every action. I know I may never be the same, and you don't deserve a broken brother. You all deserve a brother as perfect as you all are. Maybe I shouldn't have left them. They really are great brothers, and they might not pity me. They might not hate me or think that it's my fault. These positive thoughts are immediately trampled by my self doubt and loathing. I am disgusting. They wouldn't want me. Who would? Thank you for taking care of me for as long as you have. I love you all, each and every one of you. Taehyung, Taehyung, Jinhyung, I love you. Taehyung, please don't blame yourself. You didn't know. You couldn't have. I never told you, so it's not your fault. Please, please, please remember that. That's nothing you could do. You could have done to change this outcome. My chest tightened with guilt at how my death might affect me, but I really can't go on living like this anymore. There hasn't been a day in the past 5 weeks where I didn't have nightmares, where I didn't feel disgusting and pathetic, where I smile at genuinely. No, I'm already in heck. What awaits for me in the other side might be better than this, and we promise me that you will stay away from Hanji no matter what. You cannot meet him. I don't want you to get hurt. Please, I'm begging. Stay away from Hanji. Jinhyung and Hyung, you have to look after we. I need at least try to protect him. I am still terrified about what that guy said. That was another reason I couldn't tell them anyone. I can't let we get hurt. He can't go through this heck. I love you all. Don't miss me too much. I'm not worth it. Your broken brother Taehyung. I fold the letter, leaving it in the middle of my desk and them to find it later. Tonight, when we will be sleeping, I will end my life. I made my mind. Wish POV. I can't believe I jumped straight into Jungkook's arm. Oh, I can't even play hard to get now. Not that I would. I am not a fan of playing those type of games. I literally couldn't help myself. When Jungkook smiled at me, my brain turned to mush, and my only thought was I needed this strong, muscular arm around me. So I ran and jumped right into them. I ran. Literally don't run for anything, girls. Running in is the words, but I run to him. I hear him clenching lightly in my ear, squeezing me closer to his body. I missed you so much, little tomato, Jungkook whispered, sending shiver down my spine. I blushed at the nickname, smiling against his neck, feeling giddy and happiness. Usually, I think I blush too much and look like a tomato when I am blushing, and I hate it, but somehow I like this nickname. The way he said it made my heart skip a beat. I lift my head to look into Jungkook's eyes. His eyes flash from relief to amusement before settling on happiness. My eyes drift at his plump lips, and without thinking, I smoosh my lips into his, probably a little too forcefully. He is stunning intentionally, but then moves his lips against mine. He gently pressed at my bottom lips, and I suppressed a sound. His hot tongue searches for access, which I instantly grant. He sighs and smiles onto the case. I pulled back slightly, breaking the kiss and resting my forehead against his. I bet you did, Mr. Vampire. Jungkook let out a taut laugh, then gave me a soft kiss on my forehead. I hear the sound of someone clearing his throat. Oh my gosh. I forget that his friend Jen that opened the door was still in the room. My face hit up again and I dropped my leg that were wrapped around Jungkook's waist. They were numb for a second before he gently put me down. Before I can even turn around and hear a squeal, my gosh. What even? I turn around to see an excited Jimin bouncing towards me. Jimin gave me a hug, bouncing up and down once he releases me. You guys are so cute. Oh my god. You don't even tell me you were going to meet up with him. Oh, but now we can go on a double date and it wouldn't be awkward since your boyfriend are friends. Are you staying for the barbecue? Jimin asked. What barbecue? Jimin's words came out in a one breath and that only thing I can understand but was the word barbecue. Jungkook cleared his throat and I glanced over him. Jungkook's gaze met mine and he flashes me a dazing smile. I'm having a barbecue starting in about 30 minutes. Would you like to stay? I would like that. Holy silly. How do you breathe again? I could go to the barbecue, but Taehyung, I need to find out what's wrong with him and is he okay or not. I'm sorry, I can't. I have a whole evening planned with Taehyung. I decided that tonight is night I will talk to Taehyung. I will calmly try to get him to tell me what's wrong. I was always pissed and sad when I saw Taehyung crying or asked him about what happened because I always started thinking about all the possible ways he could have been hurt. What could have been possibly happened to cause such a huge change in Taehyung's behavior? I swear if this is Hanji's doing, God, I hate him. I think my anger for Hanji scared my baby bro and that maybe he thought it was directed at him, but my anger wasn't directed at him, never. So this time I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to try focus on Taehyung and not absolutely loathing of Hanji and how I'm going to torture and murder him. I can feel Taehyung pulling away and I need to talk to him sooner rather than later. But you have spent all your time for the last few weeks with Taehyung. Jimin finished before immediately pouting. Maybe you can invite him too, then I can hang out with both of you. Jimin said, I'm 99% sure Taehyung will say he doesn't want to come, but will encourage me to stay and enjoy myself. Yes, you can definitely invite your brother. I would love to meet him. Jungkook nods and with a genuine smile on his face. Jungkook is so sweet. I blush becoming tomato sauce. You know tomato sauce because we have already established like I am a tomato and his hotness turned me into sauce. I shake my head trying to get my more bold-filled thoughts out of my head. Okay, mama, wait, what? No, I know Taehyung wouldn't want to come. What is wrong with me? No, not okay. I mean, I paused, taking a deep breath. Why wouldn't my dumb sauce brain work? I really can't today. I don't think Taehyung will want to come and I don't want to postpone our plans for today. Rain check. Of course, your brother is clearly important to you, and I don't want to ruin your plans. Jungkook says, smiling reassuringly. He gently takes my hand, giving it a soft kiss. For your rent check, can I take you on a date? I nod, but then something dawns on me. Oh my gosh, did you teach me here so you could ask me out? I glared at Jungkook playfully. Obviously, I want to date him. He's hot as a bones. He's really sweet, and everything just feels so natural with him. Jungkook blushes and scratches his back of his head with an awkward smile. Holy macaroni, he can be cute too. I definitely had already decided to ask you out when I call you here, but I also really do need to hire an interior designer. Okay, great. I already have some ideas. He looks at me quizzically. As I open my bag and pull out a blue notebook and has Jungkook scribbled across the cover. Blushing, I hand him the notebook. I weird thing I do a design what I think the inside of people's dream house would look like. Jungkook clenches, opening the notebook. He flicks through the pages, nodding. Wow, this is actually very me. And I see black and red pieces. I smiled brightly at him, glad he was liking what he saw. Well, you can look through it and choose what you like and don't like. Also, let me know the vision you have for each room. Once you are done, we can chat about it and get started. Okay, will do. Does that mean I can't call you before I am done looking through this? Jungkook almost whined at me. No, silly you, Jungkook. You promised me a date. I reply, sticking out my tongue at him. Yeah, I did. Can you give me your personal number? He blushes again and holds out his phone to me. Gosh, if he keeps blushing and showing me his adorable bunny side, I'm gonna jump his bones right here in front of everyone. We exchange number and he promised me he will call me tonight. I then say my goodbyes and leave, but not before having a light makeout session with Jungkook next to my car. Now I'm back at home cooking all of Taehyung's favorite foods as well as some smoothies. I brought all his favorite snacks and laid them out on the floor next to a short table and two beanbags chairs I recently brought and had delivered at house early today. Taehyung always wanted beanbags chairs but never got around to actually buying them. After I finished cooking, I loaded Netflix The Proposal, Taehyung's favorite rom-com. Rom-coms aren't really my thing, but I have been watching countless rom-coms with Taehyung. He really squeamish and doesn't really like anything with blood and gore, which is exactly the type of movies I like. Well, action, horror, and zombies movies. I love zombie movies. I take a deep breath. I have to stay calm. He reassurance and supportive and listen to whatever Taehyung has to say. I do not lose my temper or get upset thinking about how trash Hanji is. Focusing on Taehyung and his feelings, let him know that he can tell me anything. I take one more deep breath and knock on the Taehyung's bedroom door. I hear suffering and Taehyung open the door. His eyes are puffy and red. He's definitely been crying. I smile at him, forcing all my anger down at what or who could have made my baby brother cry. I have a surprise for you. I grabbed Taehyung's hand, pulling him out the door and into the living room. In a calm, supportive yet stern voice, I looked at him, dead in his not tear-filled eyes. I know something is wrong, and I need you to tell me what it is. You are my little brother, and I love you no matter what. I want to help you, but I can't do that if I don't know what happened. I feel like you are pulling away, and it makes me feel so really sad. I have to ask this. I pause and draw in a shaky breath to study my voice. Taehyung, are thinking of killing yourself? Thanks, POV. You are filthy, disgusting. You thought you are better than me? That you were too good for me? Look at you now. Authentic, you deserve this. I traced in my sleep, Hans's word crunching in my head. I started awake, panting and drenched in sweat. Tears streamed down my face. I pulled my knees to my chest, wrapping my arm around them, gently rocking back and forth. I glanced at the clock, seeing it's 7 p.m. Just 5 more hours. I have a sudden urge to throw up, and I rushed to the bathroom. Cleaning up, I look at my reflection in the mirror. I have dropped quite off a few pounds in last few weeks. I was always lean, but I used to have some muscle since I loved working out. My face looks pale, my bluish grey eyes, the same color as V's, are dull, puffy, and red. My blonde hair is in disbehave, and my own tightly fitted t-shirt hangs off my body. Tears well up in my eyes as I stare at my reflection. I barely recognize the face looking at me. Who is this disgusting creature? I fell through the drawer in my bathroom. I can't do this anymore. I need it all to end. I finally find the bottle of sleeping pills I had in my drawer. My hands are surprisingly steady as I empty half the bottle of pills into my hand. I raise my hand to my mouth, then I hear a knock on my bedroom door. Geez, can't a guy kill himself in peace? As I guess that's why I decided to do it at midnight instead of 7 p.m. I pull the pills back in the bottle and put the bottle back in drawer. I wipe the tears from my eyes and open the door. Which is standing in front of me. He's giving me a excited smile. I didn't see the flash of anger in his eyes that I usually see when he noticed that I have been crying. I have a surprise for you, he says, grabbing my hand and pulling me out the door and into the living room. Tears well up in my eyes when I see what he prepared. There are egg rolls, my favorite food, barbecue chicken wings, and strawberry smoothies on the table. Oreos, Pringles, sun chips, and freshly baked brownies sit on the floor next to the beanbag chairs. The proposal is loaded on our flat screen TV, and two of the fluffiest blanket I have ever seen sat on the couch while he was literally making and getting all my favorite things. I was thinking of dying and leaving him. Guilt flowed through me and my tears fall. He moves, standing directly in front of me, looking at me straight in my eyes. I know something is wrong. I need to you to tell me what. It is, "You are my brother and I will always love you no matter what." His voice is calm and reassuring. "I want to help you, but I can't. And that if I don't know what happened, I feel like you are pulling away, and it makes me feel really sad. I have to ask this, Taehyung, are you thinking of killing yourself?" He sounds so calm and non-judgmental. My heart breaks. Um, yes. My voice comes out all shaky and horsey and is barely above a whisper. I collapse onto the floor. My voice came out all shaky and horsey and is barely above a whisper. I collapse onto the floor. He wraps his arms around my shoulder, rubbing circles on my back. "It's okay, baby bro. Just cry, let it out. It's okay. I'll support you no matter what. I promise it's okay. I'm here for you no matter what. And I will always love you. You will always be my perfect baby bro." His voice is steady, but I feel his tears falling on back of my neck. He is trying to be strong for me. I cling to his arm and let everything that I bottled up for the past few weeks out. I'm going to tell V what happened. I don't know how long I sat on the floor crying, but V never left my side. He never stopped telling me that I would be okay and that he would be there for me. "Okay, our food is cold. I'm sorry." I croak as he clenches, gently shifting to the seat in front of me instead of next to me. "You know, we have a microwave for a reason, baby bro." My lips curl up at the corner a little, but I can't bring myself to smile. I fidget with my fingers, wondering how can tell V what happened. I'm not ready to tell him yet. "Come on, baby bro, you must be hungry. Let's get some food. Then you can cuddle up in one of those fluffy blankets and tell me everything that's on your mind, sparing absolutely nothing, no details." I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. I am not really hungry, but I am grateful that I get another few minutes of normalcy. I follow V not onto the kitchen and watch as he heat up some food for us. I feel really awkward just standing there watching him. So, how was your prison break?" I stuttered out. "I just need some normalcy before I possibly lose my brother forever." Despite him being nothing but reassurance during my cry session earlier, there is still a sense of doubt crawling at me, telling me that everything will abandon me. I push that down for me for now, focusing on B. "It wasn't a prison break because I love spending time with you," V says sternly. I duck my head, and when V is silent, I look up. He raises an eyebrow as if saying, "You know, what I just said was true, right?" I tentatively nod at him and he smiles. Well, while we eat, he proceeds to tell me all about his visit to Jungkook's previous apartment complex, and his embarrassment at the woman Ayu who saw V as a shorts boy. He told me about working on social media pages, then a reunion with Jungkook, and the fact that Jungkook and Yoongi are friends. That's wild. Throughout his whole story, I listen intentionally. I am glad that I can listen to him ramble on since I am not quite ready to talk, but a fact That he is so comfortable and isn't being weird and awkward with me really helps. It makes me feel like nothing really would change if I tell him what happened. We do the dishes in comfortable silence and then sit on the couch stalling. I grab a handful of sun chips and shove them into my mouth. I really don't want anything to change. He watches me with a raised eyebrow. Taehyung, you know, nothing will drastically change if you tell me what happened. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to abandon you. I feel the tears well up in my eyes once again. It's time I need to tell him now. Just spit it out, I can do this. Looking down and playing with my fluffy blanket, fooling me, I blurt out 5 weeks ago. Hanji and 3 of his friends forced me to. I said it so quickly and quietly, I'm not even sure if he heard or understand what I say. I continue playing with the fluffy blanket as I wait for him to say something. Which POV 5 weeks ago, Hanji and their 3 of friends forced me to. Taehyung's voice was quiet and fast that his words seemed to all the blur together. The only thing I heard were Hanji, friends, and forced. I feel my blood begin to boil as my mind pieces together what Taehyung said. My whole body tensed. I am going to murder Hanji. I take a shaky breath to calm myself. I'll have time to murder him later. Right now, I need to focus on Taehyung. He is so vulnerable right now, and I don't think he can handle my anger. I take another breath in and slowly exhale. Taehyung, baby bro, can you take a deep breath, and tell me exactly what happened? I watch as Taehyung rise his tear-stained face. His breathing is shaky, and he looks like his whole world is ending. I just want to wrap him in a hug and tell him he doesn't have to tell me if it hurts him too much, but I can't. I need to know what happened so I can help him. I need to know what happened to push him to the edge of killing himself. What was so terrible that he was terrified to tell me? Did I do something to help force him to this point? Did he not trust me? How did I fail him? I push all those questions down because right now it's not about me, it's about Taehyung. He breathes in and exhales slowly. That night when I went to Hanji's house, he proceeded to telling me everything that happens, how Hanji broke his trust to cheating, how he dragged him inside with the help of his friends, how they used his body, how they threw insults at him the entire time and told him he deserved it, and how they threatened him about me. I didn't say anything at all as he spoke, just gave him silent encouragement and cried with him. I can't believe Taehyung went through such heck and didn't tell anyone. While he started behaving different, I thought maybe Hanji had cheating on him and Taehyung was more invested in the relationship that I thought it was just a really bad breakup. I didn't think about this, never this. How did I not know? I should have known. We have been we are twins, for crying out loud. I feel so guilty. I buried my hands in my face, sobbing silly. I need to keep it together. This is not about me, how much of failure I am. I managed to grab my sobbing and look it up, meeting Taehyung's eyes. You are so strong, baby bro. You are really the most strongest person I know, Taehyung. You are not mad at me? Taehyung asked timidly, tears still streaming down his face. What the heck, did he think I would be mad at him? Is that why he didn't tell me? Baby bro, why would I be mad at you? I asked genuinely. Well, I thought you would think that I am dumb for continuing to go out with Hanji even after you told me that you thought he was bad news. I thought that you would think that it's my fault, that I allowed it to happen and that I deserve it for not listening to you. He mumbled, staring at the couch. Holy silly, is this what he thought? Is this why he didn't tell? He thought I would think it's his fault. What kind of silliness is this? Then something ran on me. I was always angry, almost cold when asking about what happened that night. I was pissed when I thought about who hurt Taehyung. He actually thinks that my anger was directed to him. Wow, I am a silly brother. Taehyung, look at me and listen very carefully. You did not deserve this. No one does. What happened to you was horrible and scary and might affect you for the rest of your life, but it was not your fault. You did absolutely nothing wrong. You are beautiful and perfect, always have been and always will be. Don't even let anyone tell the otherwise. I need to make sure they understand that he is not to blame. Taehyung smiled at me, the first genuine smile I have ever seen on his face in weeks, and nodded. Besides, I continued, do you really think if the roles were reversed, if I was at your place, you could tell me who to date? Heck no. Taehyung smiled widen and a weight seems to have been lifted off his shoulder, but his smile quickly faded, replaced to worry. You don't think you deserve a better brother, one who is not filthy? I can see Taehyung bracing himself for rejection, preparing himself to be abandoned. I snort, don't you think I should be the one asking that? I am basically a guy who always go out with random guys and did something. Do you know how many men I have slept with? It's true, I have slept with many men that I can care to admit, but I was trying to get out of that, hence my dry spell before I met Jungkook. Oh my god, what if he is married? I hope not. That would really stupid. Thing laughed a little at that, but I could still tell he needed reassurance. But to answer your question, I think I have the most amazing brother in the world, and I wouldn't trade you for all the tea in the China. And you are not trained. You are still my super hot, sweet and shy little brother, and I will always love you and have your back. I can probably count the amount of time I have verbally said I love you to Taehyung. It usually makes both of us cringy too. We almost never say it. Instead, we show our love through hugs and listening to each other rumble on random. Thing smiled brightly at me and reaches out, almost struggling me in a tight hug. Thank you so much. I love you, Taehyung. I don't know if it's too late already, but can you help me to take Hanji and his friends to court? Of course, baby bro, you have full support. I smile as tears roll down my cheeks. This is so good sign. Hey everyone, this is end of today's episode. I hope you liked this episode, and I'll see you at Saturday 9:30 p.m. with another episode of this FF. Thanks a lot for supporting and liking this story. So stay healthy and happy and be careful. Also drink a lot of water. Bye.